What's good, everyone? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and today, guys, we have Robo Fiends. Excuse me. Today we have patch notes for Armored Core 6. This is like the second time I think we ever got patch notes for Armored Core game, so this is quite exciting. It takes a lot to, well, it lets you think that they are taking a lot of care into this game, so we can expect to see future patch updates later on. So, I mean, we're only a couple of weeks out, like maybe 3 weeks, right? And we already got our first set of patches, or patch notes, which is great because certain things probably need to change and whatnot. But fear not for those people who are actually thinking that their weapon got nerfed. No weapons got nerfed, okay? At least not to my knowledge. Might be some shadow nerfs out there, but no weapon got nerfed. We actually got some buffs on a couple of the weapons. So let's actually talk about those. I'm gonna run through this as fast as I can because I don't have a lot of time. But I will put things on the screen so that way it can help with your viewing pleasure. But I'm just gonna speed this off while I have like the next 5 minutes of my life. Anyway. So off the top, we're looking at the Rensetsu rifle. It has increased attack power, rate of fire, and it decreased the reload time. This is huge for this weapon because this weapon was actually butt cheeks. Next, we're looking at the laser rifle Curtis. Increase the attack power and decrease the reload time. A great weapon, but with these buffs, it's going to be even better. Now, next, we're looking at the RF-24 Turner. In my opinion, probably the best weapon that got the buffs in this whole series of buffs. It increased the attack power, projectile speed, and decreased the reload time. This is huge because this rifle was actually pretty good all by itself. Great for PvE, but like probably not that great when it comes to fighting actual bosses and stuff. But now with these huge buffs, it's probably going to actually do quite well for that. More on that later, of course. Now the next is going to be the Scudder. Increase the attack power, projectile speed, and decrease the reload time, the same as the Turner. So this is all really huge. It's great for people who like to use rifles. You can probably run dual rifle setups now. Who knows? Now next, we're going to look at the Rensetsu AR. Now it has the increased attack power, projectile speed, and decreased reload time, much like all the other weapons, of course. But this is actually pretty nice for it as well, because again, these are weapons that are pretty bad, but now they're actually going to be a little bit more viable. Now, this is another really good, these next two are going to be really good. The Ludlow, the machine gun Ludlow, increased attack power, total round capacity, projectile speed, decreased recoil, and reload time. Reload time. Same as the Shang Shen GAT, the tiny GAT, the baby GAT, if you want to call it that. Increased attack power, total round, projectile speed, and decreased reload time. This is huge for these weapons because they were so close to being really good, but because like they just didn't hit that hard, in most cases the reload time was too much for them, because you can just run a Big Daddy GAT and do all of this with more suppressive fire with less reload time, or with equal-ish reload time. So the fact they gave it a actual increase on its speedier traits is actually quite nice, so I kind of like that for them. Lastly, the Etsujin has increased attack power, total rounds, projectile speed, and decreased reload time. So this is all really good for these weapons. These are really underappreciated weapons, and I'm really glad they're actually getting a lot of love. So that way, the build variety in the upcoming, months or whatever is going to be a little bit more varied. I might have to make adjustments to future builds that I have planned, because I might want to put some of these parts in there as well compared to what was already in there. But that's to be seen in like another video. But lastly, let's talk about this last quick adjustment. So they made attack adjustments for these bosses. The Baltus, which is the Chapter 1 final boss, the Sea Spider, which is the Chapter 2 final boss, and the Sail 240, which I believe is the Chapter 4 final boss. Now, they didn't say anything, right? They didn't say which attacks got adjusted or anything like that, but I'm probably going to have to make a dip into those fights again and see what's what, see what changed, see what's actually different. But for the most part, from what I'm hearing from the people that I trust, they're saying that they're going to be a little bit less oppressive than what they were before, allowing players who are having more difficulty with them to actually get a chance. Because I get it, people are like, oh, don't change the boss, let them be tough. Dude, like, you literally cannot play PvP until you beat Sea Spider. That's halfway through the game almost. So PvP opens up in like Chapter 3. Some people will never play PvP because they can't get past these bosses. And just because you got past the boss doesn't mean you'll be godlike in PvP. You know what I mean? Like, it's a completely different set of skill sets you have to utilize there. But it is what it is. Let more people play, blah, blah, whatever. If they're easier, they're easier. If they're not, then it is what it is. But we don't have any raw hard data as to what they changed, but we just know that's going to be a thing. Lastly, there's a bunch of bug fixes, of course. I will put the entire list of bug fixes on the screen here, but there's one bug fix I want to highlight because it's actually messed with me the most. I play this game on Steam, and the Steam version of Armored Core 6 has almost, in my opinion, almost a game-breaking bug, where if you're playing the game and your computer goes into sleep mode, you lose all your data. Prior to the last hard save that you made, all that data is gone. This happened to me 4 times. So I would play the game, and I'd play a little before I go to work, put the computer in sleep mode, go to work, come back, play a little bit more, and then make a build video, whatever, and then just turn the game off raw, because I don't know, I'm done playing Armored Core for the day, and then I boot the game back up, all my progress is gone. So they fixed this bug. It was a huge pain in my arse, but I'm glad they kind of fixed that. So my little rant on that bug aside, again, I put all the bug fixes on the screen there. I still have to make a build video for you guys, so that's gonna be coming out probably tomorrow. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the patch notes and the future that could behold the rest of the Armored Core series, for the fact they're actually updating this game 3 months in. I mean, we could get a lot more patch notes later on down the line. We can get DLC pretty soon. Who knows? We might get DLC within a year. Or they might just get like title updates. I don't know, where they just kind of like, here's a couple weapons from time to time, whatever. Who knows? The future is endless, because the fact that they're actually doing this is actually big enough for me. But with that said, everyone, it's been your boy Dak908. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the patch notes in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Ta-ta for now.